Hey, my friends. I should have actually vlogged yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, because I had a really busy day. So I didn't vlog. I'll just tell you what I did. Miss Chloe over there, she had her stitches taken out. And so I was up really early yesterday. Of course, Monday, you know that is my laundry day. So I woke up at 4 o'clock to put a dog outside. And I just decided to start my laundry. And I thought, well, while my laundry is washing, my first load anyway, I thought, let me go sit in my chair and maybe doze off, take a little cat nap, which I did. But then I got up, movement around the house because kids are going to work and so forth. So I just got up. So I was up by 5. By the time I got up and turned on my coffee, my first load of laundry was ready to go in the dryer, second load ready to go in. Anyway, total 3 loads of laundry. And let's see, what else? So I did some reading. Then I went upstairs and I got dressed for the day because I was going to have to take Chloe in early to the vet. Oh, while I'm talking about my coffee, this is that coffee that Alexandra sent me, my Swedish coffee. It is so good. And you know what? I have to say it kind of tastes like a little bit. It resembles, what is all this in here? It resembles the taste of Starbucks, their Christmas blend coffee, and I like that. So anyway, of course they changed up the formula every year, it seems, but it's okay. But it tastes like one of them anyway. It's really good. So anyway, so yeah, I took Chloe to the vet, and when I dropped her off here yesterday, I headed on out because I needed to go to the post office and buy more stamps. And this is where I keep all my stamps. This is my secretary's desk. So anyway, when I buy stamps, I buy them by the roll. And I usually get 2 rolls at a time. 2 rolls is $94, but there's 100 stamps in here. So if you get yourself 2 rolls of stamps, you have 200 stamps. Quite honestly, that will last for almost a year. So, you know, it's nice to just go buy your stamps and boom, you're done. Then the only other time I'm going to have to go out now and go get stamps for a long while is, those will last me all the way until it's time even for Christmas stamps to come out. That's when I'll have to go to the post office and get more stamps. As for Christmas cards. So anyway, so I went to our post office that's right here by my house, and nobody was there. And there was a sign on the door that they changed the hours. The hours are 9:30 to 4:30. It's like, that ain't even an 8-hour day. Whoever is, you know, the postmistress or the postmaster, because it keeps changing all the time, that ain't even an 8-hour day for those people. So anyhow, I left there and I thought, oh, maybe they're just late getting to work. So I headed on down the road and I went to the grocery store because I needed to buy all new fresh produce. So I did that. And then I went over to the bank because I had to make a couple deposits to the bank. And while I was by the bank, there's another post office there in that little town. It would have been to the left, and I would have had to drove down a couple minutes. But I thought, well, why do that and then backtrack and come back? I'll just go on back towards home because now, hopefully, because it's after 9:30, somebody should be there at that post office. So I go to get out of my car, and 2 of the ladies were getting in their car, and the one lady said, "Do you work here?" I said, "No, what are you telling me, that the lady's still not here?" Because the last time I was there was the postmistress that worked there, a lady. And she goes, no one's there. And I looked and it was all dark inside. I said, it is after 9:30. And the lady says, yeah, it's after 9:30. So I don't know what happened there. So then I had to go down that way to another town close to us to go to their post office. And they were doing road work over there. So then I get into the post office. Okay, it was coming out of the post office. There was a traffic jam in the way that I needed to go. I would have had to have sat there probably the longest time to go. So finally, I just decided to go in the opposite direction and take the very long way home. So I did that, and believe it or not, all of that I just talked about what I did since 4 in the morning, by the time I came back, it was 10 o'clock. So I finished up the laundry, and I cleaned my kitchen and cleaned all the appliances really good, shined them all up and everything. Then I came in here and I cleaned Alex's carpets with the carpet cleaner, and I left the carpet cleaner down here because I'm going to use it today and clean area rugs. So how am I doing with my weight? Well, I'm getting ready to eat my lunch. Actually, it's still breakfast, I guess, because it's 11:05. I'll be skipping lunch. So this is like breakfast, getting ready to go into lunch. Usually when I eat a banana, I only break half of it off and put the other half in the refrigerator and eat it later. Because a whole banana, I got a lot of lint on my lens. Hold up a minute because I got to get that off. When I was in Weight Watchers many years ago, they told us how many calories is in a banana. And really, it's the equivalency of 2 fruits. So I have some fresh fruit. I have like cherries and things like that, but I probably won't eat my cherries today or blackberries. I'm just going to eat my whole banana today. I haven't sat and had a whole banana in the longest time. So, how am I doing with my weight? Well, I think as of last week I've stabilized a little bit because I don't notice my clothes getting looser on me. And the thing is, how I was eating and still trying to eat the same way. Let's put it this way. I allow Friday and Saturday to be cheat days. No, I don't have just one cheat day. I'll give myself 2 days to really eat what I want, but not to super indulge, but to eat what I would like to eat. Just watch, in moderate proportions, watch my calorie intake. So, because I'm not eating less calories on those 2 days, I kind of like maintain those 2 days. But this last weekend, I didn't just have my Friday and Saturday cheat days. I cheated a little bit on Sunday and yesterday too. So I think I've not gained weight, but I've not lost weight either. So anyhow, but this is, how I eat. I'll tell you what, I am so hungry for popcorn right now. I was going to pop some popcorn. I thought, if I have popcorn, I'll do it in the afternoon. But the thing is, I'm probably going to talk myself out of it because when I have popcorn, see, that's something like that. I got to save that for like the weekend when it's my cheat days, because when I eat popcorn, I don't like plain popcorn. I don't like popcorn that you just pop it and throw a little bit of salt on it. I like it with butter and everything, Nervous Nellies. Nervous Nellies. And why are they nervous? I don't know if you can hear the noise, but as we get closer, you should be able to hear. Do you hear that noise? They're outside over, let's see if you can see. Well, they're in front of the garage over there. They're taking down that one holly tree, and then when they're done there, they're going to go over to the side where I have a whole bunch of trees and bushes and all that are all bunched together. There's another holly over there. They're going to take that out. So it's quite noisy, and this has been going on, I don't know, for probably 15-20 minutes right now. I don't know how far they are, but that noise is they got a wood chipper, so as they're cutting the tree down there, putting stuff through the wood chipper. And we have nervous Nellies here. Lucy Where'd she go? There she is. They're hiding. It's noisy, isn't it? We don't know what that noise is, but it's okay. It's all right. It's very noisy. Yeah. Oh. Sounds like something got stuck out there. So, anyway, they're taking down those 2 holly bushes today. I don't know what else they're going to do. They still have to do, you know, thinning out of trees in the back there. And I don't know if they were going to try to do some of that today too, because they said all of it is going to take a couple days to do it. So I don't think that they're just coming to do the hollies and then leave. I'm hoping that they go to the back. So anyway, that's what's going on here. And now, let's see, it's 9 o'clock, 8:58. I've done some reading. I've had 2 cups of coffee. I've made a video, my second video, talking about addictions. And as I continue thinking of things to share, I will share those. But now it's time for coffee. And then I'm going to go edit my addiction video. Oh, we're sitting there so nice. So let's look out back because they're going to the back. Let's peek in there. Can you see right in through there? They've taken out those dead bushes. They're beginning to thin out the trees. We won't be able to see too much until I get out there, except over this way. You can see a little bit in here where they've really cleared it out. And I hope he doesn't take too terribly much off of there. He said, you'll still get your privacy. But I don't know. It's getting really opened in there, and I don't know how much privacy we're really going to have. We'll see how it goes. I was just out there, and I haven't seen this part of the back of my deck since really we moved in. I think the guy, he must have been planting stuff the whole time that he lived here. I think they were here for 13, no wait a minute. They were here for 9 years. And I think, you know, he started planting right away as soon as he came in, because some things were mature when we moved here, but there were some things that were not so mature, even our plum trees. Our plum trees only look like they probably had been in the ground maybe for a few years or whatever. And so all this growth has been over that time. The junipers that used to be behind the deck, and I'll show those to you, you know, they were all nice and green because the plum trees weren't so big and mature that they got a lot of sunlight. It's because the plum trees, as they matured and gotten bigger and they were so thick and everything, it blocked the sun. So that's why the junipers died. But there's like a flower bed thing behind the deck, and there actually was other little bushes and things in there too, again, that they had died and we had taken out again because they had died from lack of sunlight. And it's so open there now. So when I take you out there after they leave and show you this, you are going to be so shocked. I haven't seen that opening like that since almost we moved here, except minus the junipers that were there, and they were fairly low. They weren't real big and bushy. But anyway, let's go out to the front. Let's go see the 2 hollies that they took down. Okay, so coming out here, and I gotta fix my flag so you can already see. And see the dead growth of the bush. That's because that was pushed into the holly. So this didn't get any sun, it was into the holly. I'm sure some of this is going to have to come off of there, but from what Dale had said, he said that this would bush out a little bit. I don't know, I'll have to see when he's done talking to me to see about all of that. But look how you can see that there. How many of you even knew I had a window over there to my garage? Oh, look at this. The paint's coming off around the door. We're going to have to paint that. That holly was there, and it actually was grown kind of crooked, because it actually went up this way towards my window. It went over here to this part of my window. And so that's gone. So let's go to the front now and see what it looks like. So that's a big difference. And of course you can't see the dead growth from behind. You see it on the deck, but that's a huge difference. So this whole area right in here was that big holly bush, and it was going up to the roof line. Let's go look at the side. And right in through there, that's where the bush was. Now look at over here to this window. You see all that green mossy stuff? That's because it was leaning up against the house. So when we get Stefan to come do the pressure washing of the house, he'll have to clean that off there. Let me stand back and look at it so you can tell. Okay, so back inside we're gonna go. Okay, so it's so loud out there. So let me show you that holly bush that they took out on the side. I'll show you from the inside of my house where that was. So all of this used to have that big bush. So when you looked outside, all you saw was the bush. And then over here to Alex's room here, the bush was really pressed up against the glass. Now there still is another bush out there, obviously, so you can see through here. Let me pull the blinds up. So there's the other bush. So we still have our privacy, you know, not looking out into the yard or to the road or anything. And the same thing over there with that window. But there's a lot of mossy stuff on there. And again, it's because of the bushes and the trees that, you know, get up to the side of the house. So that's going to have to be cleaned off. So what's nice about this too is a little bit more sunlight comes through here. Okay, so let's go have a little look. So there was a dead arborvitae in here. It was alive on this side. It was green, but on the other side it was all dead. So he took that out. And again, these junipers that were all in through, all over here, in through here, connecting over there. This part of the juniper is still alive, and these junipers here going over this way, they're still alive. There's a little bit of dead branches in there. Those can be cut out. So we're leaving those, and you can see it's all open now. Here, he really thinned this out really good. So the garden is next. Look at those horrible weeds out there. After they do the garden, they're going to take the wood, and we're going to work out some sort of deal price-wise with what we would have sold this wood for. This is going to leave all this open. We were going to make a big bed out this way, but I think what we might try to do is where the wood is, plant grass there once again, and then just all of this in here we're going to mulch, and then we're going to put in some boxwoods. I can't remember if I showed you my crepe myrtles. They're all bloomed. One thing that he didn't do today that he was supposed to do, he can do when he does the garden, I guess. All these dead branches in here, they were alive until last year when the beetles came. Once beetles eat your leaves down to the quick, where like no more buds can come out, they're dead branches. So that's what happened. It's beetle damage, so they have to you know, take that out. So everything is all still really nice from when he was here doing all the mulch and the last trim. There's Lucy. And the grass is getting so dry because we need rain really bad. But look in here. You can even see the pergola now. You couldn't see it before. And this looks okay because this is in the way, but you're going to see why we're going to need to have the boxwoods. And this is why the guy that had the house before put the junipers there. Because see, when he built the deck and everything, see, like you could see under the deck and all of that. So I mean, until we get this out of here, get the bushes in here and the mulch and stuff, it's going to look like this for, you know, a few weeks. And I think the next thing he said he's going to do is the garden over there. And I think in here, what I'm going to do, those hostas that I have in my happy place, I'm going to get probably 1, 2, 3. I'll get four of them because they like the shade. And this is a nice shaded area here. There used to be low-lying juniper bushes, and they were taken out. Again, because the plum trees were getting so big and shading everything. So we haven't really had anything planted in here for the longest time, and I actually even stopped mulching in here because to me it was just a waste, you know. So, but anyway, it's all going to start looking good again. So all of that's done. Next is over there. So that's it for this vlog, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Goodbye. It's only 11:30 in the morning, but I have yesterday and I have today on here. And I am uploading right now my second video that I talk about addictions. And so as more thoughts on that subject come to me here and there, I'll do some more videos on that. So there's this vlog. It's Wednesday. I don't know if there'll be any more videos before the end of the week. There could be. But in case there's not, don't forget this weekend we will be doing yet another Disney video. We'll be putting one up every weekend up until the time that we go on our vacation. So again, I'll see you guys. Bye.